I'm Steve Accardi from WVU News, and straight ahead, I'll tell you how one Mountaineer coach's proposal can shake up the NCAA.
I'll tell you how the Monongalia County Ballpark is giving more than baseball back to the community.
The Mountaineers' first home game will be on March 17th. However, with weather like this, it puts the players and the fans at a disadvantage. But they're going to need all hands on deck if they want to have a shot at advancing far in the national tournament. That's the reason why they get so many easy transition layups.
The official college baseball season is underway. However, due to the harsh winter weather conditions, WVU will play their first 16 games away from Morgantown. Head coach Randy Mazie is trying to fix that by proposing a change to start the season in April rather than in February.
Now, our kids go to class about 40% of the time in the springtime, and we've managed to be successful that way, but it's really a tough schedule.
The proposed change would help benefit student athletes who have to make huge sacrifices. New athletic director Shane Lyons likes what Coach Mazie is trying to implement.
The culture we have here that for the student athletes and their academic success. And by all means, that's why we're in this business, to see athletes prosper both athletically and academically.
The Mountaineers' first home game will be on March 17th. However, with weather like this, it puts the players and the fans at a disadvantage.
The main reason for fixing the baseball schedule is not only to lessen the time on the road, but also to protect his players. Player safety is Mazie's main objective for the change.
When you start talking about kids getting hurt because of the time of the year that we play, then that speaks volumes to presidents and athletic directors, and that's way more important than a northern coach complaining about cold weather.
Mazie has started to gather some support from schools in the Power 5 conferences. There will be many more steps to be put in place before this becomes an official rule, yet Mazie is determined to fight for it. For ESPNU Campus Connection, I'm Steve Accardi. After a disappointing season last year, the WVU men's basketball team is back with a whole new style. The Mountaineers have rebounded strongly and are making a case for an NCAA tournament bid. Senior guard and captain Gary Brown says the new defense has really changed the pace of the game.
We pressed this year, which I think it was real good. That's the kind of pace that I like playing. We speed the other team up. We get easy baskets. Before the last 3 years, we didn't get no easy baskets.
The full court press allows WVU to cause plenty of turnovers and run off the fast break. Besides being effective on the court, it's caught the fans' attention as well.
It's fantastic. Huggins, great coach, of course, a West Virginia guy, and that pressure. You've got to love the pressure. We're putting it on them.
The West Virginia University men's basketball team has instilled a new full-court press, which has thrust them into the national spotlight. Both the fans and players seem to like the effects that come from it.
This Mountaineer team has a deep bench and it can utilize up to 8 players per game. Starting guard and John Wooden Award finalist Jawan Staten appreciates the next man up mentality.
You know, everyone on our team can bring a lot to the table. You know, everybody has a role, but at any given time, anybody on our team can step up and have a game.
If the Mountaineers remain competitive in the Big 12, they will be in good shape when March Madness arrives. For ESPNU Campus Connection, I'm Steve Accardi. The official college basketball regular season is over. However, WVU's championship hopes are still alive. The Mountaineers finished this season with a record of 23 wins and 9 losses and are 5th seed heading into the NCAA championship. WVU's aggressive defensive play has head coach Bob Huggins confident in his team's ability in March.
We're gonna create havoc. We're gonna take people out of offense. We're gonna make them play the way we want to play.
The Mountaineers led the nation in steals and turnover margin. Freshman guard Javon Carter thinks the work the team puts into practice will pay dividends on the court.
I feel like we can win no matter what, because we play so hard. Like, we go so hard in practice, we feel like, why should we lose? Like, we feel like we're the only ones in the country playing as hard as we do, so we feel like we can beat anybody.
WVU has suffered injuries to senior guards Jawan Staten and Gary Brown. The team has struggled in their absence. However, Coach Huggins knows the team will keep pushing forward.
This is not a bunch that's going to lay it down. They're not going to lay it down. They're too competitive to lay it down.
The Mountaineers have been plagued by injuries this season. However, they're going to need all hands on deck if they want to have a shot at advancing far in the national tournament.
The Mountaineers are set to take on the Buffalo Bulls in the first round of the NCAA tournament.
Well, Kevin White was not the only one getting the scouts' attention this year. WVU had many different players with impressive times, vertical jumps, and overall playing ability. While other players did stand out, no one could quite catch Kevin White, who the NFL Network named the top receiver in the 2015 draft. Sports reporter Devin Kelly witnessed firsthand the great performances at WVU's Pro Day. The majority of evaluators see Kevin White as the #1 wide receiver, just ahead of Alabama's Amari Cooper. NBC Sports reported that White has a good chance of going to the Oakland Raiders in the top 5. John and Natalie, back to you.
How is the winter weather affecting the baseball team's schedule this season?
Well, Natalie, the snow is not only affecting the WVU's baseball team, but every team in the country. WVU's head coach Randy Mazey has been working on the idea of changing the baseball season from April to August to avoid the winter weather. I had the chance to find out why it's important the change be made. The recent winter storm has delayed the opening of the new Monongalia County Ballpark. The March 17th home opener against Waynesburg has been canceled. John and Natalie, back to you.